Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a small little thrift with me. Sorry, that was my car. I will be taking you guys along with me to a few, sorry, my voice is a little weird, to a few Goodwills, maybe just one, maybe the bins, maybe Savers, maybe this little consignment store that I have been meaning to check out. We'll see. My goal is to be thrifting for maybe 4-ish hours, so I will take you guys along and hopefully we find some good stuff to flip online for a profit. Alright, walking into the first Goodwill. My plan for most retail stores is to go through the pants, then usually the sweaters or jacket section. Living in Hawaii, a lot of people pass on substantial pieces from these two categories, and usually they are high ASP items. I didn't find anything crazy. I did not record myself finding some Lululemon joggers, so I did pick those up. But a lot of this stuff I would pick up at a Goodwill outlet / bins, but with my cost being a little higher, I'm a little bit more picky. I want to be able to sell / list each piece for at least 30 to 35 depending on the cost of the item. At the bins, I'm obviously a little bit more flexible. I honestly really thought that these were going to be Freebirds. They have the exact style that Freebird sells, but unfortunately I did not know much about this brand. Let me know if you guys do in the comments. I did pick up this J. Crew piece. J. Crew usually does pretty well on eBay for me, so I did want to grab it. And I was just flipping through the tops, and I did find a couple other items that were worth picking up. Like this Joa Brown. This label looks very unassuming, but it is worth a lot of money. Next item I found was this Sundance blouse. I kind of factor stacked with this top. It was embroidered, floral, and it was a petite large, still large, so I decided to grab that. It should sell for anywhere between $28 to $30. This is an Anthropologie piece, TLA. It was a double extra small, so I decided to leave it behind. It wasn't substantial enough for me to pick up, but I would have picked it up at the bins. Tommy Bahama is a great brand, but only certain styles. I like the women's activewear. Don't have a lot of experience selling men's. I love selling Madewell. This was a top. I'm not even sure what the pattern is called, but what I like to do with Madewell is go to the material tag and see when it was made. That does play a huge factor in me picking up. I ultimately decided to leave it behind. I picked up this Eileen Fisher 100% silk women's extra large cardigan. It did have a tiny spot, but I still grabbed it. And then here is the Sundance top. I'm really excited to get this listed. I feel like it won't sit for too long. This J. Crew top was so pretty. I really liked the red, and with the holidays coming up, I decided to pick it up. It is a part of the collection line, which I think retails for higher. Don't quote me on that. Next thing I found was this soft surroundings tunic top. It was really pretty in a size 3X. These shoes are called Ice Bugs. I share a little bit more information on these later in the video. These are items I'm passing on. Some Sorel boots. The print is a little too dated. As well as these booties. The price that I would have to pay doesn't really correlate to how much they're selling for. I didn't know much about this brand, but the comps didn't seem to be doing too well. And then this figs top was just a little too worn. I'd rather pick up pants than tops. Alright, so I'm now going to Savers. We are in the parking lot. Goodwill is pretty good. I found a few things. These shoes I have never heard of, but they're in really good condition and the retail is very high. The only thing is there's really not a whole lot of information on this size specifically. It's a size 4, so I don't know if that's just like a smaller women's size, if this is like a men's size 4, is this a kid's size 4? It's all very confusing. I didn't realize that this part could just come off. Well, I think it's just like a, what you can, oh, that is so weird. So you can take off that part, like it's not broken, it just comes off and you can pop it back on. Yeah, it's just a weird situation. I don't know. But I did stop at the consignment store. It's not really a consignment store, it's like a thrift store. It's like a small owned thrift store. Prices were just not reasonable enough for me to resell, but that's fine on them. I'm gonna be going to Savers. Hopefully I can find, let's see, at least 10 items. My average is usually around $7, so probably gonna be spending about $100, but hopefully we find something good. And then depending on how much I find here, I may go to the bins for like a round. Who knows? We'll see. My tried and true Savers. I love this place, but the prices, they're a little whack. A lot of the stuff I would love to find at the Goodwill bins, like these premium Levi's, but they wanted $70. Isn't that like outrageous? Yeah, I do get lucky sometimes with things that are reasonably priced, not always, and it makes me very sad. But ultimately, I am usually able to find 5-ish pieces that are okay enough to resell. My strategy is always jeans and then sometimes shoes, and then I go to the athletic wear just because they have a huge athletic wear section. And then I'll go through blazers, sweaters, tops, etc., depending on how much time I have. I also want to mention that since I go to this store so often, I almost always start off with just looking through the new tag color. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I've seen most of the older items, so I'm kind of just peeking through each size and finding the newer tag color and going through that instead of wasting more time going through the items that I have previously seen, you know, within that week. I love going through the athletic leggings / pants section. I usually find Lululemon, Aloe, Gymshark, all those really trendy brands, but they're not normally in the price range that I like to stick within. Sometimes I do end up paying up for certain styles, but this trip I think I only found like one pair of leggings that were marked up to $25, and that is just not my business model, so I did have to leave those behind. A section I never skip out on is scrubs. They used to mark these very low, but now they caught on that Figs is a good brand. $13 is a little steep for me. I would not pay that to resell. I love Savers because they always have an abundance amount of shoes to look through. Usually my cost ends up being a little over $10. These are Allbirds. I'm not sure the exact style, but they were marked up way more than I'm comfortable paying. I usually find some good athletic shoes in this section. I did end up picking up these Hokas. They were in pretty good condition. It needs a little bit of cleaning, but really not too much work. And they had them priced at $17, but I did have a 20% off coupon. So I decided to grab those. I knew that they were going to flip pretty quickly. My strategy with shoes is kind of just looking for material. I love looking at boots, especially during this time of year. I like looking for trendier styles of shoes, so I'll pick up some flats, some booties, some taller boots, cowboy boots, stuff like that I know that are going to have attention on reselling platforms. I have found this brand before, Paolo. Let me know if you've ever sold this brand. I don't know a bunch about it, and I have been tempted to pick it up, but I just haven't tried it yet. Keen is a great brand to resell, but I'm trying to be a little bit more picky, so I did pass on those. A year ago, I would be so excited to find these. They are rag & bone suede leather booties. I did leave them behind because I do have 2 listed currently in my closet and they have not sold, and it's been a while, so they can stay here at Savers. I don't think that they would sell any faster than the ones I have listed. This was a really cute top by Something Navy. Have you guys sold this brand? Is it any good? Let me know down in the comments. I found this Eileen Fisher piece, really pretty cardigan. They had a reasonable price tag, but it was a petite, I believe, so a little too small, and I knew I would sit on it, so I decided to pass. This Maeve by Anthropology was an older, actually no, this was a newer tag, but the price is just a little too steep for me to make a decent profit on. This was an exciting find, Wilfred. It was new with tags, marked at $25. Unfortunately, I did have to leave this behind. I would not pay that much, but this brand is really good to look out for. When I first started reselling, I thought that this was just like a TJ Maxx brand. I have a video of me saying that, and then I realized it was worth a lot. This is Oh My Gauze. They make gauzy cotton pieces. I have sold this brand in the past, so I decided to pick it up. This piece was super exciting. This was St. John collection for a very good price. They tend to price this stuff up. I really need to get like a tripod or something for my car, but Savers was kind of a bust. I got the Oh My Gauze top. This is like a gauzy linen. Is it linen or cotton? I think it might even be cotton. No. It's cotton. It's like a cotton gauzy brand. Their whole brand is like Lag and Look, high quality basics. I got that St. John sweater that I showed you guys, and then I found these Spanx. Sorry, my nails are so, well, I'm literally missing one, but I found these Spanx leggings. Instead of the leather, these are velvet, so that's cool. I've never found these before, but I love how Spanx, oh no, okay. Usually there is a material tag, and it's super easy to just look it up on Google to see what these are exactly called, but I'm sure I'm not gonna have an issue just because I can go on to Poshmark and put Spanx velvet leggings or Spanx velour leggings. They were marked at $10. I do always have a 20% off coupon when I go shopping at Savers, just because the prices be ridiculous. If you saw the ones I showed you, like, I am like stunned half the time. It is only $3.17, so I might pop into the bins to see if I can get 12 to 14 items. And I did kind of want to go to Hawaii Kai, which is like the east side of the island, but it might be a little too late for that because I will be just in traffic the whole time. So I don't really want to do that. Maybe I will explore that way tomorrow, since there are 2 thrift stores that I'm kind of interested in going to. One being a Goodwill that just opened a few weeks ago, and the other one being like a church thrift store. I have been to the church thrift store one other time, and it was decent, but I did have to bring my 2 little girls, so it was chaotic and loud, and I could not focus on anything. I did find a MM LaFleur dress there, so that was cool. Yeah, that area is pretty wealthy. I mean, all of Honolulu can be, if you, the way you look at it. Yeah, I will probably vlog tomorrow as well, just to get in the habit. I really do want to get a GoPro because I think that's so cool, like watching people thrift, and it's a little less annoying because I want to like go through the stuff, but then I have to stop, pull up my camera on my phone. This is on my phone right now, but pull up my phone, take a video, and then put it down for a little bit to kind of focus. Because, you know, you're in the thrift store, you don't want to be in there for too long. I have spent hours in the thrift store before, and it's just exhausting. And trying to film content and also get things for me to make money on is important. So yeah, I will see. I still gotta think on what I'm gonna do, but I kind of want to stay out a little bit more longer. I ended up going to another Goodwill. It's really crazy to me because I would pick up a lot of these items at the bins, but just for $7 to $9, it's really not reasonable for a lot of these pieces. I didn't end up finding anything here. I think I found maybe 1 pair of jeans, but I decided to leave them behind. I would pick this up at the bins. Angie, it's a very like trendy brand. And then also I found another piece. I believe it was Duluth. I think I'll find it in a few passes. But I like going through the cardigan and sweater section. Yep, Duluth. I did put it in my cart, but when I looked up comps, I decided to leave it behind. inventory was not great. I didn't grab anything. There was a few like okay things, just not great with how the comps were backing them up, and also they were like $10 each. So that's gonna be the last stop for me today. I am exhausted. I'm hungry. I think I'm gonna go to Foodland to get myself some poke. I think that's how you pronounce it. And yeah, I hope you guys like this kind of video. I kept forgetting to show you guys like me going through the racks, but again, it is really chaotic and I try to get in and out as quickly as possible. And also today is Friday, so Fridays tend to be a little bit more busy. But I did end up grabbing a good amount of pieces for me to start picturing. I have a bunch at home, so I really am not in any shortage. I did find someone to draft my listings, so I'm trying to post double the amount that I was, maybe even triple if I can get the item. If I can find enough items, I would love to post like 250 items new a week. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a like and subscribe down below. I hope to make more content like this. I should be posting a thrift haul in a few days or so. I did have a really good trip. I can't wait to show you what I found. It was so good. Alrighty, bye.